Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a background about how the film came about. So Yorgos read the book at like around 2011 or like a bit before that. Then he met the author Alasdair in 2011. And then Alasdair was like, yeah, I like you. I'd be happy for you to have the rights to the book. And then at that point, Yorgos hadn't made an English language film yet. He'd just made Alps, which was his film after Dogtooth, I believe. Then he was working with Element Pictures, who was Ed Guinea and Andrew Lowe. And they had, so this is like jumped to 2016. They had like joined up with Yorgos to start work on The Favourite. And that was like going to be their first film that they were going to do together. But because it took so long to develop, and it's like it needed a big budget. In the meantime, Yorgos pitched The Lobster, and then they made that. And then The Favourite still didn't take off because of schedule. I think like Olivia Colman and Emma Stone were like, it didn't work out scheduling wise. So then he pitched Killing of a Sacred Deer, and they made that in the meantime. And then they finally got to The Favourite. That obviously did amazing. And then because that did so well, he was able to get the bigger budget and then make Poor Things. And then Poor Things was kind of like always in the background throughout all of those other films, which I think is really cool. That like, I bet that happens quite often, that people, like a filmmaker, will have that aim and do all these other things, which will eventually make that massive thing happen.
That's so cool and kind of funny, because I was like, this film feels like it's really switching it up for him, but actually this is like a movie that he's wanted to make for so long. So, but cool that it's made finally, and nice that it kind of took this long, because he got the budget and he spent it well, and it does look really wicked. And maybe it would have been kind of a different vibe if he had have made it earlier in his career.
Well, maybe that's also why everything feels so together, even though everything's so fantastical. Because for me, obviously, as you know, I find it quite hard to be sucked into a world that is quite fantastical and not really easily placed. I like to really understand who things are and where things come from. But this maybe feels different for me because it was so well developed. Maybe he had such a long time to think about all these different elements and all the detail in them that it needed all of that time. What was the budget?
Can I get some guesses?
Ooh. Oh, God.
25?
60.
35 million. Yeah. And I've also did a bit of research on his previous films' budgets as well.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I just wanted to see how he had leveled up every time. Can we do some guesses on The Favourite?
25.
20.
15.
Wow.
So he really did level up there. And I couldn't find Killing of a Sacred Deer, but The Lobster was 4 million.
Wow.
And then Dogtooth was 250,000 euro.
Cool.
Wow.
Love it.
So he's really has like leveled up, which I think is really cool. And I think that he has done it, like not only has he leveled up in budget, like you say, he makes the most of the budget that he has.
Yeah.
It's just an incredible storyteller.